Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedlys. Hello, hello, hello. Well, today on Twitter, looks like they're at it again, the pair, and this time it's Proctor and Gamble, an inclusivity campaign that they're involved in. And I'd like to find out how that's going to pan out. So let's get some general energy on how that will work out for them and for Procter and Gamble. And will it be a happy union? Yeah, they never stop, do they? Okay, I think it's just one contract after another. Here we go. How will it go? How will Procter and Gamble like Harry and Meghan and vice versa? How will they like each other? How will this partnership go? Here we go. That's the first card. I'm going to stick that there and put that over here, get that out of my way. And for starters, here we go. First card here, manifesting. Wow. The Magician. They're going to pull some tricks out of their hat, I guess. Yeah, they're manifesting. They want to manifest together, it's looking like. But we have here the Ace of Wands in reverse, so it's looking like the spark of enthusiasm isn't quite there. Not super enthusiastic as you would think for a new beginning. So they probably don't think that they actually have the creative ability or the strength behind them, despite pairing up. And we have here in the Three of Swords. So threes is the creation of communication, but it's looking like it's going to be a bit of a broken heart here. And that has been actually kind of in the reverse position here, but I'm asking how it will go with them. So it's not, so far it's not looking super great. Then we have here the King of Cups in reverse. So this obviously I feel would be, I always feel that the King of Cups is Charles when I get the King, and that would be Charles being very discontented and very unhappy about this situation. So he is very unhappy, and that's interesting. Sometimes other people will pop up into a spread, just so you know, and they don't feel, and obviously they're not really super thinking that this is going to work out. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And eights is action to overcome, and with earthbound energy, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to produce much because, and they're not producing, and they're not apprenticeship. It's the apprenticeship card upright. This is apprenticeship. So they think that they are experts at it. They're complete experts, and they are not, you know, newbies at it. And it doesn't look like it's going to overcome. It's not an action that's going to overcome. So it's looking like it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of fake. I mean, how are you going to create, you know, diversity with, okay, I'll just say it. Someone I follow, you know who you are, because I know you watch my videos. She said, how are you going to create diversity with tampons with Procter and Gamble? Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, so it's not like it's something they can totally overcome, because some of the products, yeah, it's just kind of weird. It's just word salad stuff they're going to put out there, you guys. And we have here with the Seven of Wands, and sevens is experience, gaining experience, and it's wands. So they're looking like they're going to be very defiant in trying to be victorious in doing it, despite the fact that it's not looking like they're really super thrilled that they're even going to be able to attain what they want to. So they're going to be very defiant and really wanting to do it. This is sort of the wounded warrior who's about to succeed. They're pretty hell-bent on succeeding. So even though they know that, you know, they're not super thrilled working with them, or vice versa, they know that they've got to do it. It's that we have to do it. We're going to have courage here. We're going to be very enthusiastic, and we're going to do this. So that's the energy between both of them. It's not looking like it will be successful, but we're going to try anyways. We're just going to try anyways. And then we have here the Seven of Cups. And sevens is experience, and it is emotional, and is having lots of choices. So they feel, and they probably told them, hey, we have lots of choices out there, and you better snag us while you can, is probably what they said to them. You know, we're abundant. We've got everyone coming for us. So they really sold it really good, because they're very defiant. They're really hell-bent on winning here and being victorious. Yeah, and they're in fighting mode. And so they just really sold themselves, is that they have so many options, And you should probably snag us while you can, is how I'm feeling. And under the surface, it's not going to be abundant, and it's 9 of Cups. And the 9s is, you know, fulfillment, and fulfillment is in reverse. And so it's not looking like it's going to be too pleasurable here, you guys, because it's pleasure in reverse. This is winning, this is gaining, this is total abundance and success, and it's the yes card. You know, nine of Cups is yes, and it's in reverse. So that is saying no to them. No, this isn't panning out too well. So at some point in time, it's going to come to an end. It's not going to be super fulfilling for either party. And in the center of the situation, we have it's going to be because of Meg, because of her, that woman. That woman's going to be like, well, in the center of the situation, she's going to be like, she's probably going to meddle too much and try and take charge. This is what she tends to think of herself as all the time. She thinks she is the Ace of Wands. The Queen of Wands. I get it all the time with her. So usually it's in reverse because she doesn't truly have the abilities, but she's going to sell it. She's selling it. I've got all kinds of options and choices. You better take me while I can. I'm a very creative woman, and I have lots of ideas. I can spark ideas. I can spark interest. I'm courageous. I'm strong. I'm everything you need. So she's sold herself. She sold herself really good. I'm not seeing Harry here. Not at all. I've only saw Charles here being very unhappy with the situation. That could be quite possibly. I don't get Harry with the King energy, so I'm just going to stick with that being Charles. But yeah, she really sold it. She sold herself good. She is good at selling herself. I will hand her that. She does know how to sell herself. But the problem is she usually ends up in reverse because she oversells herself and she overpromises and she doesn't deliver. And so the way this is looking, it's looking like it's not going to happen. This is the center of the situation and how she tried selling herself, but the happiness and contentment is in reverse. So nobody's going to end up being happy and once again, she's overselling herself. She's overselling her abilities, what she could put on the table, what she can deliver, and she fails. So I see it as an unhappy, unsuccessful union. Once again, yeah. That's pretty standard. I get that all the time, you guys, all the time. So Harry apparently is saying he doesn't want her to overwork at the end of her pregnancy. It's pretty laughable because we know she isn't. So let's find out, what is she up to since she is not working and she is expecting? What is she truly up to right now while Harry is touting the fact that she needs to be resting? What is she truly doing? What is this heavily so-called pregnant woman doing? And that came out, and I'm going to take it. Here we go. That'll be it. I'll take that one. Inability to change, the Death card in reverse. She's not going to change who she is. You can all change, but I'm not going to change. That's typical narcissist. Everyone around them changes for the worst. They usually end up in a mental hospital or a psychiatric office or, you know, losing all their finances and hitting rock bottom. But the narcissist tends to stand still with the inability to be able to change. But everybody else falls apart. Yes, they do. And let's see, the next card here. Yeah, Lover's in reverse. She's not in love with him. She has no ability to change the fact that she's not in love with him. Yeah. And we have here the 9 of Wands in reverse. So there's no fulfillment. There is absolutely no fulfillment here. And being Wands, she's not trying to be cruel right now. She's actually trying to calm down her cruelty. So she doesn't have her boundaries up. She doesn't feel like she's in prison either, because this is sort of my jail prison card. So she doesn't feel super trapped. She's trapped him. It's the other way around. She trapped him, but she's not fulfilled. She's not fulfilled. It's not easy pleasing her. And because she doesn't feel abundant, she doesn't feel self-sufficient financially, and she hasn't won at anything she's tried to achieve. And then we also have here the Hangman. She feels that she is, self-sacrificing herself for all these things that she's trying to attain, and she's trying to go inward with the Hangman. She's going to hang tight and think about and plan and organize to see what she can do next. So this person is just hanging out. So that's kind of what she's doing. She is laying low and she's planning and scheming, basically. She is definitely scheming. The next one, what do I have here? Oh, she's looking for circle of support while she's bored sitting on the couch. Yes, calling up people, the pity party probably, saying she's pregnant and I'm very uncomfortable, and she's probably spreading lots of lies. Oh, I'm so miserable, I'm so full, I'm so swollen. Oh, my feet. She's probably just doing the whole pregnancy thing, spewing lies probably to these people. And we have here the Three of Wands in reverse. So the threes is creation. She's not creating a baby because it would be upright. There's no creating anything. It's in reverse. So she's not creating anything. And so there's no creation, and there's no courage. There's no strength. So she's pretty weak in all those creative endeavors. She can't create anything. She can't create a baby either. She can't carry. So yeah, and it's so the threes is creation, like I said. And with the wands, it is an opportunity, and she just doesn't feel like taking the opportunity to create. She really doesn't want to create. She steals. She's a plagiarizer. She steals from everybody else. That's how she creates. She recreates the wheel from other people's ideas. She shifts and changes words and to make and suit her needs, and then she uses it. She doesn't create anything. So once again, it's back to her not being that creative individual. She can't create a child either. There is no creation going on within her whatsoever. And let's get under the surface. Under the surface, we have here the family legacy. So she's staying focused. She's talking about the family legacy to everybody that will listen. And she's creating this family legacy with the Proctor and Gamble, everyone else she partners up with or has in the past, and also with her faux pregnancy. And the center of the situation, what do I have here? Oh, that wants to come out. And she's not working at it. She's not working, and she's not working at it. So she's not creating. She's not working at creating anything. She's just going to plagiarize and steal and take ideas and then claim it as her own. And that is the heart of the matter. The heart of the matter is she doesn't work at anything. She really doesn't. But she likes to act like she does. This wants to come out, so I'm just going to grab it, and it's because I have too many options and choices. It's also the gaslighting card. The Seven of Cups is I have tons of choices, and it is I always label this my gaslighting card. So she gaslights. She's a gaslighter. She wants to alter everybody's reality. That's what gaslighting is. Gaslighting is lying to people, telling them they didn't see what they thought they saw, even though they really did, telling them that they didn't see that, that's not what you saw and heard, and trying to switch up the narrative on them. And it's lying and covering up your lies and fabricating and making, it's crazy making, and it's making people doubt themselves. So she's creating self-doubt in other people. So it is definitely, a liar's card in many respects. For me, it's a liar's card. And so that's how that's going to unfold. She's laying low. She's complaining about being pregnant, even though she's not. And she's not working at anything. She's just, like I said, she's just going to plagiarize and take and claim as her own. A very typical narc move. Very classic symptom. Very classic. They are really great at doing that. So how is Harry doing? How is Harry doing with the idea of Proctor and Gamble? How does he feel about it? Since he didn't pop up in my spread, and Charles did, and Charles is very unhappy. So how does Harry feel about this Proctor and Gamble partnership? How does Harry feel about the Proctor and Gamble? How does he feel about it? How does he feel about it? Here we go. He feels, it's the devil in reverse. So, it's not great. Devil in reverse is, he doesn't feel it's too dark, too horrible. He's not too much against it. But the devil in reverse is exploring your dark thoughts. So he does know that what she does is not right. He's feeling uncomfortable with it. But he's not completely, utterly thinking, oh, you're so evil and dark. But he's exploring the idea that he's participating in this, and he's not super thrilled with it. So he's exploring his dark thoughts, thinking, everything we do, I'm not comfortable with. It just doesn't feel right. So it doesn't really feel right to him. So that's how that is. It just doesn't feel right. Next card, sticking out, Hierophant, marriage alliance in reverse. He still wants out. He doesn't want to be with her because he's exploring his dark thoughts and how they make money, and he's not happy with it. The next card, he needs lots of rest and recovery from her. He's got to get away from her. He's got to get away from her. They're exhausting. They drain you, you guys. They will drain you, and you'll start having panic attacks and chronic fatigue and illnesses that you never had before. Things that you never thought you'd suffer from will hit you, will definitely hit you. And so this is so classic right here, very classic. Exploring your dark thoughts when you're with a narcissist, you know, wanting to get out of it, the marriage alliance in reverse, and God, you burn me out, you tire me out, I'm exhausted, I have to go take a nap. Next card, let's see. We have here teamwork expansion in reverse. He doesn't want to teamwork with her. He doesn't want to do it. So once again, she's forcing his hand. She sells herself hard. And the next one sticking out we have here is Queen of Swords in reverse. And basically, she's not willing to listen. She's telling him, shut up, I don't want to hear what you have to say, zip it up. She's unwilling to hear anything he has to say. I'm running the ship here. You're a passenger, Harry. Under the surface, we have here the theft card in reverse. He doesn't want to do it. He feels like he's doing thievery. It's a dishonesty card, and it's in reverse. He doesn't like being dishonest. He hates the dishonesty. It's not sitting well with him now. He's starting to really have those dark thoughts about it. And it's in front of the entire world. At the center of the situation, it's all unfolding in front of the entire planet Earth, the most famous family in the world, and it is going down in flames in front of everyone. And he knows it. He knows it. So, yeah, that's that. Let's get some Under the Roses here. Under the Roses. Here we go. Under the Roses. See what Under the Roses has to say. This is by Lenormand. About the Proctor and Gamble. Well, bouquet. The bouquet. So basically with the bouquet, it is gifts and abundance. So, and friendship and good fortune. So they know that they're chasing fortune, right? And abundance. That's sticking out. I'm going to take it. And it is the clock tower. And that is basically an institution. They're joining an institution, Proctor and Gamble. It's a big, huge corporation. It is a global corporation, and they're joining it. They're joining forces for it so that they can get their abundance and fortune. And we have here the grave. The grave. They don't want any of these things to end, but it's looking like it will anyways. It's gonna crash and burn. We have the grave. So it will crash and burn, and then we have here, and Harry's going to probably complain about it. Harry's not really on par. He doesn't want it. He wants it to die off. And then we have here, because of the moon energy. The moon is, you know, your ego, it's unknown problems and struggles. He's got too many struggles going on, and he's having a hard time. Even though he puts on a good face when he's on stage, he really isn't doing well. And the moon is delusions and fantasy. It's fear and emotions. So he's riddled with all this fear and emotions and regret and exploring his dark thoughts. And the moon also forces you to explore your dark thoughts as well. And he's very emotional over it, and he really wants to tank it. He wants to tank it and end it. So that's that. Yeah. All right. Not surprised. I hope you enjoyed this. And until next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.